Hi, my name is Miranda. So many people think that in order to avoid having a bad back, that they have to strengthen their tummy muscles. But so often it's so much more than that. We need to actually stretch our abdominal muscles. We need to stretch out the whole of the front of the body. And we need to strengthen the back of the body too. So yes, we do need to strengthen the abdominal muscles, but it is much more. So this session is going to bring fluidity and strength to the core, meaning the back, the sides, tummy muscles, and the front of the hips and various other areas that really affect our back and how stable we are. So we're going to access the deep core muscles. So if you can start off on your back, we will flow. We'll start off on our backs and then move through into some standing poses and then finish off with a relaxation. So on your back. Just take a moment with one of the things that I think is the most important thing that you can learn in a yoga class, and that is to breathe using your diaphragm. So just with your hands resting on your belly, make sure that you are breathing into your diaphragm. So as you breathe in, draw your breath down into your belly, feel your belly swelling on the inhale and falling on the exhale. So the inhale, the belly rises, so your tummy muscles are letting go on the inhale. And as you exhale, your tummy muscles are engaging. So this is the way they should naturally work. So with each and every breath, our tummy muscles let go on the inhale and engage on the exhale. The more you exhale, the more you should feel your tummy muscles engaging. So exhale more. Inhale, relax the belly so your tummy muscles, so your breath can move down. And the next time I want you to engage your pelvic floor too, which is very much a part of our core. It's very easy to neglect this. So as you exhale, observe how your tummy muscles again are engaging on that exhale and engage your pelvic floor too. So sense it together, in and up. Inhale, relax your tummy muscles, relax the pelvic floor so you can draw the breath down into your belly. And again, exhale more. Observe tummy muscles and pelvic floor engaging. Engage the pelvic floor more. And relax. Then bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees for a moment and rock from side to side. And then come to center. We're going to bring some movement to the hips. So circle the knees, 2 circles, knees in towards you, separate them, take them away from you and back together again. So 2 circles with the knees. And as you do this, observe how that feels for you. It's a lovely movement in the hips, really freeing up the hips. But notice too how you'll feel it in your tummy muscles. Just feel the tummy muscles waking up. How it's a nice massage in your back. And the pelvic floor is getting a good workout too. So just remembering that the pelvic floor is so key for a stable core. And take the circles in the other direction. So again, observing how that feels. And then bring your knees together and circle your knees together. So you may want to have your hands by your sides. So again, observe how that feels in your tummy muscles, in the back of your pelvis, your back. The circle might be small, but it may get bigger if you're happy to make it bigger. Tummy muscles have to work a little harder when the circle becomes bigger. And take the circle in the other direction. And then bring your feet onto the floor. arms by your side, feet hip distance apart. We're going to do pelvic tilts, which again really reminds our tummy muscles and our pelvic floor to work with the breath. So it really helps us to have a healthy pelvis and a healthy core. So take a deep breath in. And exhale, tip your pelvis back. So your lower back presses down and squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, tip your pelvis forward. So a little arch happens in your lower back. Relax your pelvic floor. Exhaling when you're ready to. Pelvis tips back, lower back presses down and squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, the other way. So just again observing. So you're exhaling, tummy muscles engage, pelvic floor engages. Inhale, they relax. And if we get in the habit of this, it just means that with every single breath we take throughout the day, these tummy muscles are going to be engaging just a little, the pelvic floor muscles engaging just a little, and relaxing for healthy tone. So the next time you exhale, we're just going to free up our backs a bit more. So the next time you exhale, tip your pelvis back and roll up one vertebra at a time as much as you can to come up onto your shoulders. Inhale, maybe come up a little higher. And when you're ready to exhale, roll slowly back down again, one vertebra at a time as much as possible to come back down. Inhale, pelvis tips forwards. Exhaling, tip your pelvis back and again roll up one vertebra at a time to come back up. Your inhale, maybe you come up a little higher. Your exhale, maybe you come back down a little lower. And again, inhaling, your pelvis tips forwards. Your exhale, you roll back up again, one vertebra at a time to come up. So there's a bit of a stretch to the front of the hips, glutes are engaging, thighs are working. Inhale up a little higher. Your exhale brings you back down again. This time when you come down, stay down. And bring your knees in towards your chest and hug and rock. And then bring your feet onto the floor. We're going to access the deepest layer of our abdominal muscles. So bring your hands onto your hip bones with your fingers pointing inwards. So your fingers can just observe what is happening. Inhale. And then when you're ready to exhale, attempt to draw your hip bones towards each other. You should feel a flattening in your belly. Inhale, relax. On the exhale, attempt to draw your hip bones towards each other. Feel your belly flattening. So the hip bones don't really move, but it's an instruction to this deepest layer of our abdominal muscles, the really stabilizing layer, to engage. So as each exhale, as you attempt to draw your hip bones towards each other, you should feel a sense of flattening in the belly. So just make sure this is happening. And this is the really stabilizing layer that can actually get left behind if we just do sit-ups and various other things that access the superficial muscles. So we need this layer to be strong in order to have a healthy core and avoid back problems. The next time, if you're happy to move on, so next time when you're ready to exhale, hip bones towards each other, belly flattens, lift your right foot off the floor. Inhale, bring the foot back down, make sure the belly flattened on that exhale. So again, exhale, hip bones towards each other, belly flattens, left foot off the floor. Inhale, bring the foot back down. Exhale again, hip bones towards each other, right foot. Inhale, foot back down. So the foot doesn't have to go very high off the floor, just a little bit. Exhale, hip bones towards each other, left foot. Inhale, back down. If you're happy to work harder, we're going to lengthen the exhale more and straighten the leg. If you felt that that's plenty hard enough for you, keep going just with the foot off the floor. But if you're happy to, exhale, hip bones towards each other, belly flattens, foot off the floor, straighten the leg, reach away with the heel, let it hover just above the floor, bend the leg, bring the foot back down, and then inhale. Exhale, hip bones towards each other, belly flattens, left foot off the floor, straighten the leg, reach away with the heel, bend the leg, bring the foot back down, and then inhale. And keep going with that. So making sure that your belly flattens on that exhale. If your back arches, go back to the easier version. And particularly if you have had a baby, this deepest abdominal layer will have got a big stretch, and it can be much harder to access it. We can focus on the muscles that we can see, the much more superficial ones. And this can be a tendency generally where we tend to focus on the front of our bodies, neglecting the back. When you've done the left foot, make that the last time. Again, hug your knees, rock. It's a lovely way to stretch out the back, just if your back has tried to do more work than it should. Then bring your feet back onto the floor again. And bring your elbows in by your sides. We're going to come into a bridge again, but we're going to raise a foot. So take your shoulders away from your ears, your elbows in, press down with the backs of your shoulders, and lift up into not the highest bridge, but roughly a straight line from your shoulders up to your knees. Really root down with the backs of the shoulders, really helping to strengthen those muscles there. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right foot off the floor, keeping your hips level. Inhale, bring your foot back down. Exhale, lift your left foot off the floor, keeping the hips level. Inhale, foot down. Exhale, right. Inhale, down. Exhale, left. Inhale, down. And again, keep going. You'll feel muscles all around the abdominal area and all around your pelvis working here. When your muscles know what they're supposed to be doing, it gets a little easier. But if you feel you've had enough, stop and have a rest. When you've done the left leg, again, make that the last time. Come down. Bring your knees in towards your chest, but this time catch hold behind your thighs and rock forwards and back. It's a lovely massage for your back. Tummy muscles need to engage. And rock up to sitting. And then swivel your legs around. Come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers. Outward wave of the hands. And an outward wave of the hands, your hands are on the floor and they attempt to do that. You should feel how that takes the crease of your elbows towards the front of the mat and it really puts your shoulders into a healthy position. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift your knees. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift. If you're happy to stay here, stay here. Make sure your neck is relaxed. It's very easy for our neck muscles to tense up. Make sure you're still breathing. And come down. Inhale. And exhale into downward dog. And pedal your legs. Coming into a lovely stretch in the back of the legs. And just observe your tummy muscles working here. Just softly, muscles engaging. Then come up onto your tiptoes, up high. Exhale, heels away and down. Inhale, up high. Exhale, heels away and down. Spread your fingers, another outward wave of the hands. Tail away and up. In a lovely stretch in the back of the legs, make sure your neck is free. And then come back down to your hands and knees. And straighten your right leg. Reach away with your right heel. Again, outward wave of the hands. Push the floor away with your hands and draw your belly up towards your spine. Inhale. Exhale, flatten your belly more. Raise your right leg. Inhale, foot back down. Exhale, flatten your belly more. Raise the right leg, reaching away with the heel. Inhale, back down. And again, flatten the belly, raise the leg. Keep it here this time. Push the floor away with the hands, outward wave with the hands again, just to make sure your shoulders are in a lovely, healthy position. And then slowly take the weight off your left hand. Try not to shift your body into another position. Take the hand forwards and turn the palm to the right. But maybe you feel you'd rather stay with a hand on the floor. Make sure you're still breathing. And bring your hand back to the floor, foot to the floor. And then take your left foot off to the left a little bit. And bring your right hand onto your right hip. Open yourself up to the side. So your left hand is on the floor, your right hand is on your hip. Inhale, take your right leg up. And again, reach away with your heel. Exhale down. Inhale, lift it. Exhale down. Inhale, lift it. Stay here if you're happy to. Maybe you want to take the right hand up towards the ceiling, but it doesn't have to go there. Make sure you're still breathing. Make sure your neck is free, so your head ideally in a straight line with the rest of your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take the foot to the floor. And take your right hand over beyond your ear and stretch. Press down with the whole of your right foot and reach with that left hand. And breathe. Breathe into that side. Take your inhale all the way down to your right hip. All the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. Inhaling all the way down to your right hip. All the way up to your armpit. Exhaling fully. And again. And then take your hand to the floor. Swivel your left foot so it's behind your left knee. We're going to go into a three-legged dog. Outward wave of the hands. And then come into a three-legged dog. Take your right leg up. Your left heel down. Again, make sure your upper arms are rolled out. Take that right leg a little higher. And then take your foot to the floor. And come back to your hands and knees. And straighten your left leg. Reach away with the heel. Draw your belly up to your spine. So it's very easy to tip your pelvis forwards here. Drawing the belly up stops that. Inhale. Exhale. Raise that left leg. Inhale, foot down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Stay here. If you're happy to take that right hand off the floor, just take it slowly off the floor. Try not to shift your body. Take that arm forwards, turn the palm to the left. And breathe. So make sure you are still breathing. It's very easy to hold your breath. Don't look forwards, look down at the floor. So your neck is in a straight line with the rest of your body. The heel is reaching away, your toes are pointing down. Listen to your body here. And then bring the hand to the floor, the foot to the floor. Turn your right foot off to the right a little bit and open up to the left. So again, the right hand is on the floor, your left hand on your hip. Inhale, take the left leg up. Heel reaching away. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift and stay here. Again, you may feel happy to take the hand up. It doesn't have to be here, so just keep it a softness. Your neck, check that. If you feel tension in your neck, move your head around. Don't feel you have to keep your head still. But don't lift it and don't drop it. Ideally, it's in a straight line with the rest of your body. Again, listen to your body working. Take the foot down and take your left arm over beyond your head. And again, stretch. Press down with your left foot. Reach with that hand and again, breathe into that side. So take your inhale all the way down to your left hip. All the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. It should feel good. Inhaling all the way down to your left hip. All the way up to the armpit. Long full exhales. And again. And then bring your hand back down to the floor. Swivel that right foot behind the knee. Keep your left toes tucked under. Outward wave of the hands. And again, three-legged dog. Right heel down, left leg up. And then bring the foot back down. Bend your legs, step forwards with your right foot. And exhale, bring your left knee to the floor and the front of the foot flat. Inhale, come into lunge. Arms up, shoulders down. Exhale, turn to the right. So take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, right hand behind your back and twist a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Arms up, shoulders down. Exhale, turn to the left. Right arm to the outside of your thigh, left arm behind your back. Inhale, come back up to center. We're going to do the same again. Exhale, twist the right. We're working the obliques, the second leather abdominal muscles. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhaling off to the left. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, take your right hand onto your right thigh. Inhale, lengthen, reach up with your left arm. And exhale, over to the right. And stay here. You can use that right hand for a bit of support. Really pressing into that thigh for a bit of help to let you lengthen. Breathe into that side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take your hands to the floor. Inhale, tuck your left toes under, lift the knee, reach back with your heel, and exhale into downward dog. Inhale, step your left foot forwards. Exhale, right knee to the floor and the front of the foot flat. Inhaling, coming into lunge, arms up, shoulders down. Exhale, we're going to twist the left. Right hand to the outside of the thigh, left hand behind your back. Inhale, come back up. Exhaling off to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhaling to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, left hand onto your left thigh. Again, you can use that hand. Inhale, reach up the right hand. Exhale, over to the left. Think about lengthening from your right knee all the way up to your right fingertips. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Inhale, tuck your toes under, lift your knee, reach back with the heel. And exhale again into downward dog. And pedal. And then step forwards with one foot and the other. And fold a little bit further. Bend your knees, inhale, come back up. Come up, reach up. And exhale, hands to prayer. So coming with your arms by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms, take them up. And then clasp them together, turn the palms away from you, reach up. Exhale, over to the left, reach, stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, off the right, reach, stretch. Inhale to center, one more time each side. So your exhale takes you over to the left, reach. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, arms down. So make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Again, arms by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms, take them up. Lift your breastbone, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, bend your legs, chest onto your thighs. Hands to the floor, straightening your legs as much as they straighten. Bend your knees, step back with your right leg, reach back with your heel. And exhale, come into high lunge. Arms up, shoulders down, right heel reaching back. We're going to do the turn again. So inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. Left arm to the outside of your thigh, right hand behind your back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, back up. Clasp your hands together. So 4 fingers are pointing, the other fingers are clasped. Shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, tip your pelvis forward. So you're folding forwards, but you're keeping your hips. So hips are folding back, take your left hip back. Reach back with your right heel. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, take your hands to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, step into downward dog. And then take your feet further back into a longer dog. Make sure your upper arms are rolled out, inhale. And exhale, come into plank. Stay here, reach back with your heels. Shoulders away from your ears. Do an outward wave with your hands again. Push the floor away with your hands. Broaden between your shoulder blades. And take your breastbone forwards. And then bring your knees to the floor, front of the feet flat. And lower down into a cobra. So make sure your back is happy here. So whatever works for you, maybe you're lower, maybe you're higher. But really be aware of that stretch in the front of your body, the front of your hips, tummy muscles, front of the chest. Keep your shoulders down and your elbows in. Make sure your back is happy. So don't come to where your back doesn't like it. Just breathe into that stretch in the front of the body. And the higher you come into a back bend, the more of a stretch it is, but don't lock your elbows. And then we're going to come down, and we're going to work the muscles in the back to come up and down. So inhale, come up. Don't come up so high. Exhale, come back down. Don't push yourself up with your hands. Let your back do the work. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come back down. One more time. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come back down. Make a pillow with your hands. And inhale, take your right leg up. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale down. Feel the back of the body working. Inhale, right leg up. The front of the hip has to let go. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale down. Hands underneath your shoulders, toes underneath. Outward wave of the hands and come back into downward dog. Inhale, take your right leg up, reach up. And exhale, step that foot forwards. Inhale, left foot forwards. And exhale, fold. Bend your legs. Inhale, come up. Reach up and stretch. And exhale to prayer. Arms by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms, take them up, lift your breastbone. Exhale, bend your legs, chest onto your thighs, hands to the floor and straighten. Bend your knees, step back to your left leg. Exhale, come into high lunge. Inhaling here, reach back with your left heel. Exhale, turn to the left, right hand to the outside of the thigh, left hand behind your back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, off the other side. Inhale to center. Clasp your hands together. Fingers clasped, but the forefingers pointing. Shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale again. Tip your pelvis forwards. Draw your right hip down. Stay here. Keep reaching back with your left heel. Make sure you're still breathing. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale. And exhale to dog. And again, take your feet further back into a longer dog. Make sure your upper arms are rolled out. And on an exhale, come into plank. Shoulders away from your ears. Reach back with the heels. Stay here again for a moment. Broaden between your shoulder blades. And then come down. Knees to the floor, front of the feet flat. And again, lower into a back bend that feels okay for you. Settle into it. And again, breathe into that stretch in the front of your body, the front of the hips, your tummy muscles, the chest. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears and your elbows are in. And then we're going to come down and come up and down to make the back work. So don't push yourself up with your hands. Inhale, come up, tuck the back, do the work. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come back down. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Make a pillow with your hands. When you're ready to inhale, take your left leg up. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale down. Hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Back into downward dog. Inhale, take your left leg up. Exhale, step the foot forwards. Always make sure your knees above your ankle when you come here. Right leg forwards 2 and fold. Bend your legs. Inhale, come up. Lift your breastbone. Exhaling to pry. Arms by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms, take them up, lift your breastbone. Exhale, bend your legs, chest onto your thighs, hands to the floor and straighten. Bend your knees, step back with your right leg, reach back with your right heel, and then exhale, turn your right heel in and down. Inhale, take your right arm up and back, windmilling into warrior 2. Spread your toes, raise the arches in your feet. Make sure your left knee is pointing to your second and third toes. Inhale. Exhale, right hand onto your right thigh. Left arm reaches over beyond your ear. Stretch. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, left arm onto your left thigh. Right arm reaches over beyond your ear. Reach and stretch. Inhale, warrior 2. We're going to do the same again. Exhale, right hand onto your thigh. Left arm reaches over behind. Keep your left leg bent. Inhale, come back up. Exhaling over the other way. Reach, stretch. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, take your hands to the floor as your right heel turns away. Inhale. Exhale to dog. And again, take the feet further back, longer dog. Spread your fingers. Make sure your upper arms are rolled out. And on an exhale, come to plank. Knees to the floor, front feet flat. And we're going to lower down off the belly. But this time we're going to come into elbow plank, which is stronger than full plank. Shoulders away from ears. Tuck your toes under. We're going to come to knees first of all. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up through your tummy button to lift your hips. So lead with your tummy button so you're not tipping your pelvis forwards. Either stay here if that's enough for you, or if you're happy to. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your knees. Reach away with the heels. Inhale. Knees to the floor. Exhale, lift, reach back with the heels. Inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale, lift, and maybe you're going to stay there. But again, make sure you can still breathe. You're not holding your breath. So the breath is such a big indication of how hard you're working, if you're working too hard or stretching too much. And come back down. Hands underneath your shoulders, toes under, and back into downward dog. Inhale, take your right leg up. Exhale, bring your shoulders above your wrists and bring your right knee forwards and up. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, shoulders above your wrists, bring your right knee forwards, lifted. Inhale up, we're going to step forwards. Exhale, step that foot forwards. Knee above the ankle. Left foot forwards 2, and fold. Bend your legs, inhale, come up. And exhale to prayer. Arms by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms. Take them up and lift your breastbone. Exhale, bend your legs, chest onto your thighs, hands to the floor and straighten. Bend your knees, step back with your left leg. Exhale, turn your heel in and down. Then inhale, windmill your left arm up and back, coming into warrior 2. Again, spread your toes, raise the arches in your feet. Check your right knees pointing forwards, not turning in. We're going to flow backwards, so inhale. Exhale, left hand to your thigh, right arm reaches. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, right arm on your thigh, left arm reaches over beyond your left ear. Reach. Inhale, come back up to warrior 2. Exhale, left hand on thigh, right arm reaches. Inhale, back up. Exhale, the other way. Reach and stretch. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Turn the left heel away, inhaling. Exhale to downward dog. And again, step your feet further back, longer dog. Outward wave of the hands, and on an exhale, come into plank. Knees to the floor, front of the feet flat, and we're going to do the same again. So come onto your elbows. Elbows underneath your shoulders, shoulders away from your ears. Have a rest if you feel that's enough for you. Do listen to your body. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Exhale, lift up through your tummy button to lift your hips. Make sure you're not tipping your pelvis forwards. Otherwise your back will be over trying to do too much. As you exhale, lift your knees, reach back with the heels. Inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale, lift your knees, reach away with the heels. Inhale, knees to the floor. And exhale, lift, stay here if you're happy to. Happy is such a relative word, but happy means you can breathe. Happy means your back is not hurting. Your neck is relaxed as possible. And come down. Hands underneath your shoulders, toes under, and back into downward dog. Inhale, take your left leg up. Exhale, step that foot forwards. Inhale, right foot forwards, and fold. Bend your legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale to breath. And just take a moment here, allowing your body to let go, to relax, to soften, the breath to steady. Then we're going to come down to the floor, coming down via plank, arms by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms, take them up, lift your breastbone. Exhale, bend your legs, chest onto your thighs, hands to the floor, and again straighten. Bend your legs, step back with one foot, and then the other. Taking the feet further back a little bit longer. Make sure your upper arms are rolled out. And again, come into plank. Reach back with the heels. And stay here. Or come down if you feel you need a rest. If you're happy to work a little harder, inhale. Exhale, lift your right foot off the floor. Inhale, foot down. Exhale, lift your left foot off the floor. Inhale, back down. Same again. Exhale, right foot up. Inhale, foot down. Exhale, left. Inhale, foot down, knees to the floor, and come down. And turn your toes towards each other, and wiggle your bottom. It's a nice way of releasing. And then we're going to come over onto our backs again. So just bring your knees in towards your chest. And again, hug your knees. Give your back a nice massage. And it's very easy for our backs to try and do more. So if our tummy muscles are not quite strong enough, our backs will try and do more. So just if that has happened for you, it's nice to stretch it out. So then we're going to do a bit of lower abdominal muscle work. So different versions of this. If maybe you have your hands up by your sides, we're going to bring knees in and cross the legs at the ankle. So we're going to bring knees, inhale, bring your knees in closer. Exhale, lift your bottom up off the floor. Inhale, bring your bottom back down. Exhale, take your legs away. Now the temptation is to use your arms too much. Try not to. If you don't need to have your arms on the floor, have them behind your back. You're not tempted to use them so much. But if you feel you're completely stuck here, it can be nice to lift your bottom up off the floor and have it on a folded up blanket, which just takes that initial movement away. Try not to use momentum. Try to do the movement slowly. So inhale, legs towards you. Exhale, lift your bottom up. Inhale, bottom down. Exhale, legs away. Inhale, legs towards you. Exhale, lift your bottom up. Try and keep it smooth. Inhale, bottom down. Exhale, legs away. And again, inhale, legs towards you. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, bottom down. Exhale, legs away. And then change the cross of your ankles. Same thing. So if your body's saying it's enough, stop. Inhale, legs towards you. Exhale, lift your bottom up. Inhale, bottom down. Exhale, legs away. Inhale, legs towards you. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, bottom down. Exhale, legs away. And again. Inhaling, legs towards you. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, bottom down. Exhale, a little bit away. And bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees and rock from side to side. Give your back a nice massage. And then having made the front of the body really work, we're going to stretch it out. So take your feet off the floor. We're going to come into a bridge, but a higher bridge than we were before. Arms by your sides, shoulders away from your ears. And then lift your hips up. Clasp your hands together underneath you and walk your arms in closer. So you might find by doing that you can come up a little higher. Lift up. Squeeze your buttocks, see if that gives you a little bit more lift. When we engage bottom muscles, it releases the front of the hips. Don't go to where your back doesn't like it. Make sure your neck and your back are happy. Breathe. Just stay here. Feeling that stretch in the front of the body, feeling the back of your body working. The temptation is to think, oh, it's such hard work, I'm going to come out of it. Stay here a little bit longer if you can. If you're happy to come into a bigger back bend, if that's accessible to you, you might find you can bring your hands, your heels of your hands underneath your hips, coming up. But don't be there if that is making your neck uncomfortable, if that's really doesn't feel like a good place to be, or if it doesn't feel nice in your wrists. So if you're putting a huge amount of pressure on your wrists, don't be here. So notice it's a bigger back bend, but your body is not having to work so much. Try not to collapse into the wrist. Keep lifting. Having got there, take the hands away, see if you can keep that height. So again, notice back is working harder. And then come back down. And bring your knees in towards your chest. And hug. And rock from side to side. Give your back a nice massage. And then we're going to stretch out the side of the waist. So again, this is the second deepest layer of our tummy muscles, our obliques. So we stretch them in a twist. So straighten your left leg and bring your right foot to rest on the knee. Shuffle your bottom over to the right a little bit. Take your arms out to the side. Palms facing up. You can have your arms bent or straight, it doesn't matter. But palms straighting up, pointing up, so you can feel a stretch in the front of your shoulder. And then take your knee, your right knee over to the left. And turn your head off to the right. And that stretches the neck out in a nice way too. And if you're happy to, you can take your left hand to rest on your right thigh. So just a little bit of weight there, a little bit of encouragement. Don't force it to be anywhere. Just resting that hand on the thigh. Stay there, close your eyes. And breathe. Draw your breath down into your right hip, all the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. Each inhale, really feel that breath moving down into your hip, all the way up to your armpit. Long, complete exhale. Again, make sure your body's happy where you are. Don't ever neglect something that doesn't feel right for you. Come out of it. Feel that stretch in the front of your right shoulder, around the waist, the rib cage. Maybe you can feel your diaphragm getting a stretch too. That really helps us to be able to breathe more deeply when we come out of it. Notice how the more you exhale, the more your body lets go into the stretch, releases. Sometimes we hear a little bit of a click, click as we settle into a twist. As long as that doesn't hurt, then it's good. It's just muscles letting go here. And then come back to center. Shuffle your bottom back to the middle. And change sides. So your right leg is straight, the left foot is resting just above the knee. Shuffle your bottom over to the left a little bit. Arms out by your sides, so again, palms facing up. And take your knee over to the right. So your left knee goes to the right. Your head goes over to the left. Your right hand maybe comes to rest on that left thigh. So just again, encouraging it, not forcing it. So turning your head to the left, again, observing that stretch that happens in the neck, making sure it's happy. Close your eyes and again, breathe deeply. Draw your breath down into your left hip, all the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. Long, deep breaths. Keep checking that your body is happy where you are. Noticing too if you have imbalance in your body, if one side is stronger or tighter or weaker. Just noticing where you have imbalance. Again, using the breath, so encouraging your body to let go. So the more you exhale, the more your body can let go here, releasing into that twist. And then come back to center. Shuffle your bottom back to the middle. Bring your knees in towards your chest and hug your knees and rock from side to side. Give your back a nice massage. And it's great, when we've done something that's one-sided, it's really good to just do an evening out balancing pose like this. We're going to finish off with a relaxation. So if you are happy to be in a straight line, straighten your legs. If it's more comfortable for you to have your legs bent, then do. But with your legs straight, let your legs flop out. Arms away from your body, palms facing up. That just allows the front of the shoulders to let go that little bit more. Just observe your body here in a straight line. It's great to remind ourselves what a straight line is. Otherwise the head comes forwards, the shoulders come forwards, the pelvis tips forwards. Close your eyes. If you have a lavender bag, it's great, or a lavender pillow, an eye pillow to put over your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. So with your eyes closed, your mouth closed, breathing through the nose. Draw your breath down into your belly. Feel your belly swelling on the inhale and falling on the exhale. So observe the rise and the fall of your belly. So just being aware that in order to breathe into our belly, into our diaphragm, we need to have tummy muscles that can actually let go, because on the inhale, abdominal muscles need to let go. And on the exhale, they engage. So if we get into a habit of holding our tummies in, that is going to send the breath in and up, an unhealthy breath. Just allowing the breath to slow, to deepen. Become aware of the pause after each inhalation and after each exhalation. Really allow the breath to become leisurely. The inhale, the pause, the exhale, and the pause. And then bring your awareness to your right thumb. You don't need to move anything, just bring your awareness to the thumb. Your right forefinger, third finger, fourth finger, and little finger. The palm of your hand and the back of your hand. Your wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, the right side of your waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, and sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Bring your awareness to your left thumb, forefinger, third finger, fourth finger, and little finger. The palm of your hand and the back of your hand. Your wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, the left side of your waist, left hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, and sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Bring your awareness to your belly, your chest, and your throat. Bring your awareness to your buttocks, your spine, shoulder blades, the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head, your forehead, your right eyebrow, left eyebrow, and between your eyebrows, your third eye, the center of your intuition. Bring your awareness to your right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, your whole nose, your right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, your jaw, chin, lips, and tongue. Make sure your tongue is away from the roof of your mouth. Let it hang loose where it's at its most relaxed, away from the roof of the mouth. Allow your jaw to hang loose. Feel your cheeks melting towards your ears, and your ears melting towards the floor. Feel your forehead smoothing out, tension-free. Feel your whole face melting. Feel your shoulders releasing away from your ears and down into the floor. Feel your whole body releasing. You feel the support of the floor as your body sinks down into the floor, the support of the earth beneath you. And just take a moment to enjoy being in this moment, your mind and your body relaxed. And then becoming again aware of your whole body here on the floor, in the room that you're in or outside, wherever you are, becoming aware of where you are, becoming aware of sounds around you, and allow your breath to deepen. So exhale more, so the inhale can come a little deeper. And then begin to bring some movement back to your fingers and your toes. Wriggle your fingers and toes. And turn your head from side to side, bring movement back to your neck. And then slide your arms along the floor until they're above your head, and clasp your hands together above your head and turn the palms away from you. And have a stretch. Point your toes. Reach and stretch with the hands, lengthen, have a yawn if that feels like a good thing to do. And then push away with your heels, and again, stretch and lengthen. Then bring your knees in towards your chest, hug your knees, and rock from side to side, giving your back a nice massage. And just taking a moment to be grateful to your body for what it's done, for what it does for you all the time. And then bring your feet back onto the floor and roll over onto one side. And using your hands, push yourself up to sitting with your eyes still closed. So keep your eyes closed just for a little bit longer. And just come to sitting in a place that's comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be sitting cross-legged, but make sure you're sitting up tall. Keep your eyes closed. And then rub your hands together until you feel a warmth between the palms of your hands. And then cup your hands over your eyes and just stay there for a moment. Just feeling that soothing warmth against your eyes. Soothing for the eyes, soothing for the brain. And then blink your eyes open into the semi-darkness behind your hands. And slide your hands down your face to prayer position. Om Shanti. Peace. Please do subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Thank you very much.